Hey, really, Lady Angel. Sorry about that. I had to reset something. But yes, whenever you're ready, huh? What degrees is it? Because it is like, oh, 93. I figured. I'm like, mm-mm. Baby, you can have whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. How's everyone doing mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually, health wise? If you want to talk about it, it's a safe zone. It's a collective. It's a family, whatever you want to call it. If YouTube is giving you trouble typing your question, you might have to reword it, switch it around, split it up. For example, you could put, does John enter, love me, enter. You said one, with family. It'd be like that sometimes, you know. That's probably, I assume, your last option. Yeah, pretty bummed. I had to do it. Matter of fact, I had to do it twice. I don't like it, but he said, "Why is this happening to you right now?" Interesting question. He said, "Okay, I love these questions, by the way, especially the second one." Um, let's dive in. I wanted that too myself. I'm like, why? And the main thing I was getting was because, oh, you have to heal, you have to heal. I'm like, I don't have to be here to heal, blah 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 blah. I definitely feel like that was some truth to it, but I don't feel like that was the whole truth. And I had a right to believe that with free will and everything. And this all happened within a month. Mine happened within like 4 months. Well, the first time happened. I mean, no, the second time happened in 4 months. The other time it lasted a little longer. But life is ups and down journey, different chapters in your life. I feel like I'm about to start a new one now. But let's see. Good old Act reading here for Rare Lady Angel, please spirit. Thank you. Good old Act reading here for Rare Lady Angel, please spirit. Thank you. So Rare Lady Angel might, and I'm gonna use keyword might. I'm not even gonna use have because I don't think you should have that belief. You know, if that's what you not really don't want to do. So let's use might. Red Lady Angel might have to move back in with family, and she's pretty bummed about that spirit. And she would like to know what reasonings is this happening? What has led her to this? And is there anything she can do about it? Mm, mm, mm. Interesting. Okay. I feel like, ooh, you know how they say it's a price to pay for not going with your intuition kind of thing. Um, I don't know. It's kind of giving the energy of you should have went like with your first plan, first mind. It's kind of giving um you need to be in like more out of proximity or proximity, however you pronounce the word, of family. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why it kind of led you back here. So basically saying that like I don't know how far you were from them, but it seems like it should have been like hours away kind of thing. Not still kind of maybe in close proximity. But it's something really important about like your first mind, your first plans. And I'm also hearing something about 5 hours away. Or is this like they knew where you were living? Because it's something about them still kind of being around. So I don't know if this is like again like hours away, but you said you're already hours away, so this could be like not having really much contact and stuff like that. So maybe you were like supposed to cut off contact, or it was something to where it's like it wasn't supposed to be like close proximity, or again like maybe them not knowing where you're at kind of thing. Yeah, I definitely feel like you're gonna have to break some ties here, some soul ties and everything here, and maybe sage your home if you haven't been lately. I feel like it's a possibility that you don't. Again, I don't like the have word. That's why I said might. I think it's a potential where you probably won't have to go back. Yeah, you're very independent, but I feel like maybe you haven't lately been using like your independency, especially if you know arts and craft. You know how to DIY a lot of stuff. I think this is just a mistake, honey. I wouldn't say you have to go back. There could be I feel like you've got a lot of income opportunities here. Some of them you may have overlooked, and some of them could be on their way. One of them I'm kind of getting is like you might work at a phone company fixing phones and stuff like that. Even if you're like, I don't know nothing about that, that's why it's training. Yeah, you're too mentally strong for that. You're not using your power. That's the thing. You're very powerful, but I feel like you're suppressing some things, and it could also be that other people are trying to get you to be codependent on them as well. But yeah, you need to break these soul ties because this is what's really gonna like get this. Don't have a car, Uber fees, and put the same boat, same boat. And I'm in a position where I'm saving for a new car, which is not the easiest since I don't have a 9 to 5. I'm in school. I get financial aid. I get money from here sometimes. I get money from other, little DoorDash here and there, maybe using a friend's card, different things like that. So it's not the easiest. What was my point I was trying to make? Um, but my pride and ego was basically saying like I don't want to have to get back on the bus again. I don't want to have to, you know. So sometimes you gotta drop the pride and ego or whatever other excuses you have, and do what you gotta do. I'm like, you know what? I might have to ride the bus again. I might have to walk. I might have to, you know, choose something that's closer to me. Do something I might not necessarily want to do, even if it's for like 6 months, and then I can get back to doing what I love. You know what I mean? So that's something that I had to, realize like, hey, if I don't get in a certain amount of time, because now I'm making a deadline, because there's no more way. I'm tired of waiting. Now I'm making a deadline. If I don't get it by a certain time, then I know that I have to go back to doing something that I might not really love to do, but I'd rather do that than to stay stuck in a position that I am in, or again, go back to a position I don't want to go to. It's like, which one would you want to, would you rather have more kind of thing, There's some sacrifices that needs to be made. You have messaging like you supposed to. Yep. Keep saying that doors are opening for you. It's power in what you speak over yourself and the confidence you believe in yourself and praying every day. Or even if it's not praying, just saying positive affirmations every day. You'll be surprised. It was a long time before I was praying or saying affirmations. And now that I'm doing that, things are lifting up. Even if it's moving a little slower, you know? But let's continue. I don't want to ram on too much. Let's continue. Look at that. Fear of success or failure. Overcome your fear of success or failure. Don't sabotage your own success. Don't allow your fear to make you forget your greatness. Remain positive. See, remain positive on track. It may require to step out of your comfort zone. Ding, ding, ding. To achieve the abundance you desire. um, this could even be going to church. You know, if going to church uplifts your spirit, guess what? That brings more good energy towards you, more abundance. And sometimes you don't even know. Maybe a church helps pay your bill. It happened to me one time. A church, helped pay my electric bill, and you got to do what you got to do. It's nothing wrong with receiving help here and there, as long as it's beneficial, it's the right trusted people, things like that. Of course, if not, don't go through it. Ooh, yeah, get your story out there. Have you been thinking about making a podcast or something? Embrace the wisdom of the unknown. Spirit want to surprise you with some things here. They want you to trust them more, surrender more. Oh, we got to explore. I said that I have another channel. I have a manifesting channel. And I said this the other day on one of my videos, and this just reminded me of it. If you don't already know what you want out of life or what more you want out of life, it's going to take a little bit more experience in exploring. That's it. It's not nothing to like beat yourself up over or overthink or make too deep or complicated, And that's the beauty of life. Like we're supposed to be exploring and experiencing. So look at this as like not that I have to move back in with my family, but this could be just a sign or a warning that like I need to do something different. I need a change. You know what I mean? Not that necessarily that I have to go back. You know, Five of Wands. Yeah, write down what you're wasting your time on and what's actually like working out for you, or what did work out for you. You know what I mean? It could be a earth sign that's very helpful in your life. This also talks about getting balanced and grounded. Maybe plant your bare feet on the ground, nature's ground. And when you get that's another thing, when you get your body moving, that kind of helps get your life moving as well. And also when you give your mind time to think, creative ideas come in. So are you giving your mind enough time to think? Are you moving your body enough to get your life moving enough? Whether that's walking, skating, swimming, dancing, whatever it is, it don't have to be something that you do for something real serious. It could just be, again, to get yourself moving. Like I said, and this might be one of those things because it's kind of giving the energy of like 2 weeks before you think you got to move back in, something happens, or it could be like kind of like last minute. You're kind of like anxious, anxiety, little, panicking, and next thing you know, a miracle happens, and it's like, yes, I don't have to go. It's like I don't have to go back, you know. But this is also up to you, free will and stuff like that. Are you going to take the blessings and opportunities that come in? Are you going to go after some of them because not all of them come to you? Like this is really up to you whether you go back or not. Is there some things you can cut back on as far as like spending? Like Like I'll use clothes for example. If you're shopping for a lot of clothes, especially if you haven't gone out lately, maybe save it until you actually have a event that you're going to that's fun and stuff like that, and then go purchase that dress instead of like as soon as you see something cute or nice or sexy, it's like, oh, I want to get this. Oh, I want to, and you know what I mean. Maybe wait until you actually plan on going somewhere to purchase it, or if you know you're not gonna eat all that food, maybe think twice before you get things like that. So it also could be like some areas where you can like save more money as well. But yeah, don't give up. Like even if you apply for 500 jobs and you still ain't hear nothing, 503 times you could hear something. You know what I mean? Cut back on, yeah. You might not like it because me, I'm an Amazon queen. I run Amazon up, but it's like, do I want a new car more or stuff off Amazon? I think I'm going with a new car, so I definitely cut back on Amazon. I'm not gonna lie, the other day I got two things from them, but I still did good because normally I'd have got way more than that. That cost way more than that. I just got what I really, really needed and not things that I wanted. You know what I mean? Yeah. What's the best that can happen? Change your mindset. The moment you start acting like life is a blessing, it will feel like one. A little bit more gratitude. Yep. See, as soon as I said it, say don't be ungrateful. You know, have some gratitude. Gratitude brings in more blessings. Trust me. It's okay to start over. That's another thing. If you have to, I don't feel like you will have to. But let's say hypothetically that you have to go back and start over. That's okay, and it might not even be for a long time. So let's say you, for example, you do possibly go back. It might not even be that. It might not even be a month or nothing like that. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Even be grateful that you have the option to go back. Because what if you didn't have that option to go back? You know what I mean? What if it was like either where you are or not trying to knock on wood, put that on you, no offense, the streets kind of thing. So it's like having some gratitude and being okay with the fact that, like, if you have to, possibly, then you have to, but you still know that you can end up getting out of it. It's not a forever thing. Yes, did you fuck up? Start over. Did things fall apart? Start over. Every day isn't a new beginning. Every moment is. Every second is. The past is 3 minutes ago. Quit holding on to old mistakes. Just start over. You have a crystal ball? If not, that could be beneficial to you, or maybe like free will. Of course, some people smoke sage. Some people put crystals on their back for healing purposes. You know how they put the little hot coals and stuff, but instead of that, they put crystals and stuff like that. We have you got this. Stay positive, work hard, make it happen. Okay. Ooh, pink. Is pink your favorite color? I don't know. That can help. Like, see anything that uplift you. Whatever your favorite color is, get a whole bunch of that. I bet you that make you feel a lot better than maybe you feel at this moment, or whatever it is. A bubble bath, um, a car ride, like whatever it is. You need to start doing some things, some more self care. I wouldn't say self love, because I think you are very good with your self love, but I think as far as like self care, I mean they go hand in hand. But you know what I'm saying. Um, that's therapeutic for you, like whatever that is, like do it. Is it flotation therapy? Is it, I don't know what it is. Affirmation in the mirror? Is it massaging your brain? Is it, I don't know. Whatever it is for you. You need to open your third eye chakra a little bit more too. I feel like if you know a lot about astrology, why aren't you using that talent? See, it's some things that you're wasting. Talents you're wasting and some type of time. Is it pink your favorite color? Yeah. I mean, you don't have to be obsessive and stuff like that, unless again that works for you. It's different strokes, different folks. Like me, my favorite color is blue, but I wouldn't necessarily want my whole entire apartment to be blue. But it could be different for everybody. Like, okay, your favorite color is pink. Maybe you do like for your whole apartment to be pink, and that makes you feel better. You know what I mean? Whatever it is for you, it don't have to look like anybody else's journey or path. or anything like that, because it's your life for a reason. You know what I mean? You live it for yourself, and it's your, it's called self esteem. So I think you need to, like, of course, not be like selfish, but I think you do need to, you know, maybe you have been looking out for people a lot lately and forgetting about yourself, and that could be one of the reasons also that kind of led you to here. You know, ooh, believing in an impossible blue moon. I'm trying to tell you, I don't feel like you going back, honey. I do not. And if for some reason, odd reason, because I really don't feel like you will, I don't think it will be long either. Hold your vision, fixed moon. Your commitment is being tested first quarter moon. That means recommit to something or someone. How bad do you want something? You know what I mean? How bad do you want it? How eager are you? How ready are you? You don't have to, nothing is perfect, so you don't have to wait on the perfect time to be ready for something. Be ready now if you really want it. If you really need it, like, be ready now. Start today. Whatever it is, I'm hearing whatever it is, start today. You should definitely feel. There's always a way out. I heard this really good advice from this guy, and he's young too, and it's like, whoo, he been giving some, like, at that age with that good advice. Honey, he said the only hole you can't dig yourself out of is the grave, and that's the truth. So any situation that's thrown at you, you can get up out of that. As long as you're still living and breathing, and still got goals, and still on a mission, still got a purpose, still got things you're looking out for, or looking forward to, you know, it could be done. Just the other day, I went and did some DoorDash orders late at night, and baby, I made a killing. I was like, dang, who would have known? I did it at night before, but not like night to like leading into the morning. I was like, dang, it's kind of more orders at this time, low key. And at first, I wasn't gonna do it because I'm like, oh, I'm probably gonna barely be able to see. And I was watching the show, and I was getting really into it, and blah blah blah. But something just came over me and was like, no, f that show. Push pause, throw your stuff on, start doing a couple. At first, I wasn't gonna do it, but it was like, I need extra income right now. I'm impatient. I don't have time for all this. You know what I mean? Like, I need it at this exact moment. So I was like, let me get up. And baby, next thing you know, it was like 12 something when I started. Then I ended at like maybe 4 something. I didn't even think I was gonna be out that long, but the way they just kept coming in, and I kept seeing them dollar signs, I said, well, all right, I'm gonna set this one, set. And I was like, okay, I'm tired. I ain't gonna burn myself out. But baby, I was like, well, damn. Because I didn't think I had it in myself no more. Because I did DoorDash in probably like 2020, 21, and stuff like that. And then I didn't do it no more. And I was like, I don't know if I got it like I got it back in the day. Yes, I still do. I just needed that little energy and that little spark and that little urge. I still got it. Okay, and you still got it too. You still got the talents. You still got the energy. You still got the motivation. You still got, sleepless nights and overthinking. Girl, get your rest. What's the point of being overthinking if at that moment you can't do nothing about it? Just go to sleep and try again the next day. Okay, yes, you got complete and sudden changes. What I say, it might be a little last minute, and you might be panicking a little bit, but then that miracle gonna hit, and you're gonna be like, yes, I don't gotta go back. Yes. We have be more social, so this could be towards like, you know, offers and businesses and trusted individuals and banks, and is your bank offering a loan? Is something else going on? Be more social. Does a friend know something you can do that you might have not never thought about or wouldn't have thought about until like years later, and it's a good thing for you? Like, be more social. Your soul wants to be more creative. Practice makes well, not perfection. We know nothing but practice helps. Okay. What else? Let me get some last overalls for this, and we'll move on to the second question. Unless you need like more clarity and stuff. Um, you need to speak up for a raise promotion, but what's going on? I feel like dive deep, listen to your intuition, like you know what to do. You might not just be doing it, or you don't know what to do. And once you do, you'll do something. Either way, you know what to do. And it's okay sometimes to be a little delusional. Like, say you live in, hmm, say you live in Mississippi, but you want to live in New York, or you at least want to visit. There's nothing wrong with pretending to look out your window and seeing New York. That kind of helps manifest, you know. Cancer can be significant as well as far as zodiac sign. Exactly, yeah. Ooh, we got triumph, self belief, willpower. So this is working on your I think it's the solar plexus. I think that's the one in the stomach. It's yellow, color yellow. Um, and I love these. This is one of the decks I'm not selling because this is my very first deck. It's the very one I connected to, and it this is kind of like my one that tells you like what to do. Like at the bottom of you see this triumph one. At the bottom it says self belief. That's telling you that's what you need to do in order to get, where you want to go or need to go. It's like self belief and your power is like the main two things. So yeah, working on your solar plexus, working on your third eye chakra, working on that self belief, working on that again. You got some energy that you need to like not burn out, but use up. That can help you. This could be, I use the nice way, but the meaner version would be like, get off your ass. Not saying you're lazy or anything like that, but that's basically what I told myself the other day. Saying, forget this show, pause, click, get off your ass. Because some blessings come towards you, but some you have to, you have to go after. And that's just the, reality of things. My ex coworker, he was a good one. He used to deny rides too. I'm like, I can take you home because he used to walk all the time, back and forth. He like, no, my man raised no O. I'm trying to lose weight. Blah 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 blah. I don't know who this is, but they gonna have to wrong. Man, he was dedicated. I seen him the other day. I said, dang, I gotta catch up with you. I gotta get like you. You know. But yeah, clean out your whole house. Whatever is not serving you, clean it out so you can have some more energy to not only manifest but think, feel good, all of that. Like get rid of every, and I mean like clean house is what I mean. Deep clean, mop the floors, put some flowers up for yourself, candles. Like get rid of clothing that's connected to an ex. Get rid of pictures that don't serve you, of friends you ain't even friends with no more. Get rid of old wigs. I don't care, whatever it is that does not serve you, that you're not. Get rid of all that. All of that has to go. However you get rid of it, whether you throw it away, sell it, whatever you do, but get rid. Because this is the season. Okay, this is the season of what no longer serves you. Yeah, it's time to stop thinking about it and actually doing something about it. Mm. Yeah, are you paying yourself or are you robbing yourself? Okay, that might sound funny, but that's actually serious. Like, are you paying yourself right now or are you robbing yourself? And if you don't know your where you currently reside like that, I want you to explore. Like, walk. Even if you say you don't, okay, have transportation, that's fine. Whether you did or not, I feel like the suggestion is to walk around and explore. Definitely be safe. Like, I don't want you walking at night, and be safe. Do what you do, but walk around, explore. Like, just pick a day and just walk around. You might who knows? You might bump into a high paying job that hires you on the spot. You might bump into a good place where you can meditate. You might bump into whatever. You know what I mean? But spirit is always with you, and they've been giving you signs, synchronicities, advice, all that. You just gotta be able to like listen, surrender, work with them. You know what I mean? And laughing is healing for the soul. Go to a comedy show. Like this is the last thing too, before I see any other income opportunities that's available to you. Um, yeah, laughing is healing for the soul. Um, but sometimes it's better to spend on experiences than to just spend. Like I would rather spend my money on a nice experience than to spend on a whole bunch of clothes I like. You know, meaning I would rather spend on that comedy show or that movie, or you know what I mean? Because it's like I would regret it less. I would regret spending it less than if I just bought a whole bunch of clothes that some of them I didn't even turn out to fit, or I didn't like, or I wasn't gonna wear, or who really cared at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But it's like I would rather spend it on, of course, bills and experiences, and then the other stuff kind of like comes last if it comes at all. You could also be getting paid for charity work as well. The people you spend the most time with shape who you are. That's true. You gotta be careful who you surround yourself with. I used to think the opposite. Like, man, just because they a H or this that or third doesn't mean I'm gonna turn out to be one. Um, there is a chance now. You surround yourself with bums. There's a chance eventually you'll be one. But if you surround yourself with a billionaire, there's also a chance you'll eventually be one. You know what I mean? Could be an opportunity to work at the zoo as well. We have say yes to the things you can't do. You think you can't do. Whatever your question is telling you to go for it, do not procrastinate or wait to take the next step just to get ahead. Nothing will change if you don't take action. Don't let the opportunity pass you by. We got the justice card like 3 times out here. I love that. That's interesting. And see, look at that laborer. You're gonna get some. Ha ha. It says a new job of some kind is coming your way or going back to work. A career in construction, maintenance, or any kind of labor work could be for you. Your dependable, loyal nature will be rewarded soon. Keep at it. See? See what I'm saying? And do your research. It could be some jobs you didn't even know about. Again, like it could be, I don't know why. This is like the main one I'm seeing for you is like you could work at a phone company that's like you're fixing phones, or maybe you're some type of assistant at a call center, or um, maybe something along those lines. Not saying that's your only opportunities, of course, but it's like the main ones that I'm like kind of seeing. You know. Mm-hmm. Or it's gonna be like a storage unit. I'm seeing Target, ACs. Oh, there's a lot of opportunities, honey. Got to get on it. Could even be the one that keeps people, watches people's, or is that a what's that thing? I forgot what it's called. Where you park people call valet. Yeah, park people cars or something like that, or watch people motorcycles charge it up for them. Different. You'll be surprised what's out there. Is what I'm saying. Okay, the spirit is saying that go get your money. Or again, I keep it's a lot. So this could just be like you got some choices to make. This is gonna be on you which job you choose because there's a lot of opportunities here. This could be Target. This could be Mace. This could be somewhere where you're dealing with makeup, selling makeup or whatever. Um, yeah, or you could be working at a clothing store where you're in the dressing room department. Like, so I don't know if you've already been applying for stuff or you need to, and you're applying for a whole bunch, and then next thing you know, you're hearing from all of them, and it's like, dang, who do I go with? You know what I mean? Or shoot, you know what? I'm gonna just do two of them. I can't do all of them, but I'm just gonna pick my top two that's gonna really suit me and that's best for me. And hey, have fun, honey. Have fun receiving your income and have fun spending it because it's coming. You just gotta trust, believe, have faith, do what you need to do. Like, you know, don't. The last thing you want to do is sit around, dwell, throw yourself a pity party. Um, you know what I mean? Blame people. That's the last thing you want to do. Trust me. So I hope they get you clear. We can go on to the second question. Cards you have for the first are Eight of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Justice, like three times. King of Pentacles, Four of Cups, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, the World card, King of Wands, the Two of Cups. So the number two keeps coming out, Three of Pentacles. Number two talks about like union, partnerships, collaborations. It's pretty sure it has other meanings and stuff, but that's just the most that I know. You're welcome, love, and thank you. So I'm about to go back as you're typing your second question, just to kind of like read other things that I might miss that you said. Yep, pink your favorite color. Question in your head if you should start today. Yep, and yes, the answer is yes. So even if a job comes, it's like, when can you start? As soon as I can start today. I start right now. I drop everything else because ain't nothing more important than getting your money first, and then everything after that. Because you gotta support. You gotta support yourself. That's my favorite Dragon Ball stage. That's my favorite one. I like the smell of Palo Santo, but I don't like it as far as like cleaning. I don't feel like it really clears the energy, but it does smell good. And that'll be a good first impression too, because most things are online and stuff like that. That would actually be nice to like walk around and go into the businesses. You already looking good. You already giving the first impression. They like, ooh, who is this powerful? Who is this serious and about her? Like she really okay. You done came in. You know what I mean? And we doing most things online too. You know, they're like, all right, okay, and don't be ashamed. Like at this point, like you gotta do McDonald's as income. Some income is better than none. I'll tell you that. I done been broke before, and it's not fun. It's not fun at all. People who say it's fun, they must not really be broke, because being broke is not fun. I mean, it's fun, I guess, if you're leeching off people, I guess, but even that, I don't want to really. I don't want to be. I don't like being a beggar or a leech. You know what I mean? That's not fun to me. Been applying bad. You will. You'll hear something. Just keep going. Do what you got to do. Make a update your resume. Um, have better answers for your interview than maybe you previously did. Yep, there you are. Yep, I'm ready. I don't know if you heard when I said I was ready for your second question. Um, but yeah, update your resume and be very confident in your interview. Not saying you can't be human and be nervous, but like be confident. Whenever I had an interview and I said, I'm not looking for a job, I'm looking for a career. Like I was really talking, I was really popping my stuff and talking my stuff. Girl, they heard behind me. But the only thing is, where they were like really far from me, so that was the only sucky part. All right, going back. What is next for Real Lady Angel's spiritual journey? Especially since they separated from their mentor recently or lately, or their life coach, excuse me. What is next for Real Lady Angel's spiritual journey? You ain't lost. Did you? Was he really good? I would say he. I don't know. You said he or her, or were they really good? Did you apply some of their advice? Did it work? Good record here, Real Lady Angel. What's next for Real Lady Angel's spiritual journey here? What is next on their spiritual journey? Yeah. What activities have you been doing? I don't know. I feel like you need to release first. That's first and foremost. You need to release some things. Whether you go axe throwing or write in your journal or however you release, whether you scream out, it's nothing wrong with screaming out or humming or whatever. Some releasing needs to go. That's the first thing I'm seeing go on. Bible study, friends that are on the same like level as you, spiritual journey as you, like a little bit, similar mindset. Don't have to be all the way everything the same, because you're still individuals, at the end of the day. But surrounding yourself with more people that are like, and also are into spirituality, also on the same journey as you, also want kind of some of the same things out of life as you. Whenever you find money on the ground, even if it's a penny, appreciate it and be grateful for it. Yeah, I'm also spirit could want you to like um make sure you always make up your bed kind of thing, or if you have like an altar, make sure that area is always clean. Also heard your health is your wealth. I feel like even if you don't go back to this life coach, I think things can be mended. I think it's just a choice of like, do you want them still as a life coach or do you want them just as a friendship? Because I feel like both can definitely be complicated. It's always like how they say mixing business with pleasure kind of thing. Um, it's like you can have a choice of which one you want them to be really. Because I don't think it's all bad, you know. But that was just that. Yeah, stand up author. Oh, that's right. That's beautiful. You learned a lot about yourself. Hey, Farida. Oh no, not y'all blocked each other. Door is fully closed. Okay. Yes, I can see how that's messy. um, and maybe she was trying to be like, loyal to both sides, and yeah, that could be like a whole big old, yeah, yeah. I think I remember some of it, not maybe not all of it. Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't want nobody having the same therapist that I got that I know, because yeah, that gets a lot. It's like even if the therapist is good, of course they're gonna try to like appease to everyone because they don't want, they're just trying to do their job, but it still gets, you know, hectic. But whether you open that door back or keep it closed, one thing is to forgive and mainly for yourself. Because holding on to it only hurts yourself, you know what I mean? So don't have no resentment, no grudges, nothing like that. And that could be another thing of releasing. Because again, the first thing I got for you was to release. But yes, they do want you to have some type of spiritual practices that you keep as a routine here. Hello, D7. It's a faithful routine. What is that? Rocking, deep breaths. Protect yourself of like what you watch and what you hear and stuff like that as well. Like say for example, you watch baddies a lot. It's not really good. It might be entertaining for some, but it's not good. Because then eventually, like I said in the other read, what you surround yourself around, you might just become, or even if you don't become, it can bring your energy down. You know what I mean? So if you wondering why sometimes you're kind of like uptight or frustrated or angry and stuff, it might not always be what you think it is. It might be because you kept watching baddies all the time. You've been binge watching baddies. You know what I mean? Yeah, they really want you to like feed your soul, feed your brain, the right type of stuff. Like really nourish yourself. I feel like you would probably learn a lot about like different dementias too. Not only like more about astrology, but like different dementias. Also, this could be like something about like your attachment styles and love you could be learning about as well, like whether you're avoidant or if you already know that, it could be like you're knowing more ways of like how to handle it and deal with it and like heal and cope. You could be taking like some elixirs and stuff like that. I think you're gonna shock yourself because you're gonna be calling in so much money as well. Here, it's like as soon as you think of a desire or amount of money, next thing you know, you got it. Or you could be like $30, and the next thing you know, $30 is in your account, and it's like what the. You could be like really good with silver too. Not that you're not good with gold, but it's something about silver. That could be interesting, but you gotta kind of limit it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that's enough. You know, okay, 2 hours is enough of a day. I don't need to be on for 6 hours, 8 hours, 12. Like, there's a more important things. And again, it's something really important about your mirror affirmations, like whether it's just like mirror gazing. Maybe you like put some lipstick on, kiss it on your mirror, and you kind of leave it a symbol or something. I don't know, but you're really. I feel like you're really gonna get into it, and you're becoming the main character of your life, or you're becoming back the main character. You know what I mean? Not to say you never did like make yourself. You know. And this is you again having more boundaries. You're not allowing certain people in your house. You don't care who they is. If your energy is off and bad, here. You know what they say. If somebody think your sage stinks real bad or coughing up or they just have a really bad reaction, they're bad energy. They gotta go. I'm saging you down at the door. I also feel like you could be facing some fears, getting over some fears. Like if you're afraid of heights, you're no longer gonna be afraid of. I just heard something about a cookie jar, a magical jar. I don't know. So you're keeping a lot of stuff in there. You got a little potion going on. I also feel like you could connect with birds a lot. It's like they tell you which way to go, kind of thing. Like they definitely speak to you. And pay attention to your dreams, because I feel like you can get a lot of, you can know a lot about a person in their dreams. Not that you can't outside of your dreams, but it might be more clear to you in your dreams. So it's like, ooh, that's interesting. Especially if maybe you like pray and you ask God like reveal who's for me, who's not, kind of thing like that. and then next thing you know, certain people start leaving your life, or start happening, or you get a dream, and it kind of tells you, which people is kind of like, I don't know why I'm seeing you like this could be with like a group of friends. Like y'all could be doing some wild, dangerous stuff, but it also could be like some things that are like liberating. So I don't know if this is like hopefully this is fake fire where y'all are like jump roping with fake fire because hopefully it's not real and y'all burn yourselves. But I'm just seeing, yeah, again, a lot of releasing, a lot of liberating, making sure you keep your heart is like as a feather. So maybe you're always making sure your heart chakra is open. That color green, and green is also that money. So it's her pretty wings, oh pretty wings, your pretty wings, oh. Could be working with diamond and pearls, or even if you're not working with it, maybe you just keep it around because it's just you like beauty all around you. You know what I mean? Everything you touch turns to gold or silver because again, it's something with that silver. And I feel like you got the type of energy that you can go around and give other people like energy, but you have to be careful who you give that to. I also have to be careful who you influence because you be a very good influencer. I don't know if you do tarot readings, but you could start to do it. But you could even start to do it with people who speak different languages. So maybe you'll learn a language, or even if you don't, you'll be surprised that you're like picking up the language. It's like you didn't even really study, and somehow you're understanding what they're saying. Could be learning a lot about your past life as well. What's that one thing? Maybe like a clay pottery thing of like maybe like your feet or your arms or something kind of thing. I feel as well. You might also start to dress a little bit more differently. Like maybe you'll like look maybe a little bit more Indianish, or just I don't want to say more spiritual because it's like anybody can be spiritual. Don't you don't have to dress like a certain way. You know what I mean? And I also feel like it's a thing where like you might notice that you can like you have more power or you can do certain stuff more when you're not around certain people. Like say for example, you have toxic people that you're around and like you notice your gifts are a little kind of off, but then when you get from around them, they're like even better kind of thing. So again, just like keep watching who you're around because it's like everything is more like heightened and intense and more clear when you're around the right energies. Stay focused on your goals. Could be getting some more tattoos here too. I just heard tap in. I love this. I really do feel like I don't know if you have like really good friends now, but if not, it's gonna be a you will still be individuals, but I feel like it would be a group thing. And it's kind of like you know how they be on them teams cheerleader or whatever team they on. It's like one, two, three, whatever your team name is. It might not really be like playing a sport or anything like that, but it's like y'all got some closeness. You got a deep bond. Y'all got some inside jokes. You know, and again, they're spiritual too. It's not to say you can't have friends who's not really into the spiritual thing, but it does help when they into it and they understand, and you don't have to avoid those topics just because they don't understand or they don't agree, and you know that. If you do, you know, have your business and stuff like that, make sure you got you a business phone or at least a business number separated from your own. Because I feel like people will be hunting you down. You're gonna be so good, you're gonna be booked and all that, but just to be safe and less exhausted, you know, have your business number or text now or something. But again, I just think you might be like looking different, dressing different. I don't know. Maybe you already wear a little glitter under your eyes, or just like a diamond in the middle of your forehead, like different things. Black nails, and it's like you have no shame in your game. People can call you a witch. It's like okay, and like oh, yes, I am. Would you like me to turn you into a frog? Like, because you no longer care about what people think. You know. It says your finances are getting better. Yes, it's possible. You too busy winning. I love it. Could even have an opportunity to be a social worker. You just got a lot of stuff here. I feel like some of these things already came to you, you just kind of like put on the back burner or you overlooked or something like that. But that doesn't mean it won't come back around. That doesn't mean it can come back around at all. Mm-mm. But yeah, your insight is getting even better. Like, people can't pull the wool over your head. You know who's lying. Like, again, say you are a tarot reader and someone comes in and say you need their name and they tell you a fake name. It's like, that ain't your name. You already know that ain't their name. Or it's like, you work in customer service and they're like, "Oh, I didn't get my order." You know they didn't get their order. You know they got their order. Like nobody can pull a wool over your head kind of thing. And some people would be upset about this, but oh well, because this is protecting you. Or maybe you'll get into wearing costumes more. Step out of your comfort zone. We got North Node twice. Interesting. Don't let pride get in your way, Leo. Full Moon and Leo. But we got the North Node twice. Interesting. So something you need to look up in the North Node. What sign is your North Node? He's in Virgo. So I think that's something to like look into more and see how that can affect your life or help your life. This might even be the key. Like maybe you find out that like this maintains the desired lifestyle that you want. Yeah, you could be starting to have like brain orgasms. Yeah. Or maybe you massage yourself with holy water or some type of spiritual oil. But I definitely feel like again, I think it's very important because somebody could be trying to affect like your mental health, and it could be like spiritual warfare and things that goes on. Somebody trying to distract you from your priorities. This could be yourself distracting yourself from priorities. But I do feel like it could be others around you. That's why I keep getting like, be careful who you surround yourself with, because that can bring your spiritual energy and stuff down. And again, not every offer is a blessing either. You can come live with me, you can do this, you can do that. No, thank you. Sometimes it be like that. It's like, you know what? I'd rather suffer than live with you. And it's not to be like mean or ungrateful or grudge or something. It's protecting yourself. If you know it's not really trustworthy and your gut is telling you this is like a really bad idea, you anxious, you just don't feel right. It's like, no, thank you. You ain't even got to tell them the reason why, nothing like that. It's just no, thank you. You know, even if you tell them like I got something that's going on, even if you don't got nothing else planned, or even don't even tell them that. Sometimes you can't tell them nothing when they're trying to affect you. Just no, thank you. That's it. Not answering why, for reason, when, how, where, what else I'm gonna do. Nothing. You don't need to know. I just said earlier in your other read that was one of the reasons was possibly leading you back to where you don't want to be, because you need to start being a little bit more private. You need to start being a little bit more protective. You need to start being a little bit more observant and weary and trusting like your gut and your spirituality. Like, don't let nobody tell you that manifestation ain't real. Don't let nobody tell you that your spiritual gifts ain't real. Don't let nobody tell you that like there's no such thing as evil eye and blah. Of course they're gonna tell you that because they're doing it. You know what I mean? So it's like, no, thank you. You know, I would rather live in my car and be in a bucket, pee in a bucket, or be in a hotel, or do this or do that than to be backtracked by you for years. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Free will, of course. You can go back if you want to, but I will highly not recommend. Maybe you're drawing a lot of flowers here too. I'm serious. I would rather live in a damn cage. No, just kidding. I wouldn't go that far. It's just sometimes you gotta make sacrifices. Maybe you gotta eat salads for a week or two in order to save money or whatever you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. The spirit is like, have you learned your lesson? Yes or no? And as time goes on, you learn. Like you just said, I learned more about myself. You also learn how to budget your money more and learn how to do other stuff more as you go on. And it's cool to get help from people, but it should be limited, because then next thing you know, you're codependent on them. And whether they got good intentions for you or not, it's not the best, especially if you don't want to be, codependent. You know what I mean? Like eventually you gotta get back to learning for yourself, kind of thing. Now some people, they're perfectly fine living off others and stuff like that. Kudos to you, but that's not for everyone. And if you know that's not for you, again, there's a time limit. Like if I do move in back in with someone, It's not gonna be for a whole 3 years. Like I'm gonna make sure I have my stuff together way before that. I'm gonna make sure I'm only in there for like 2 months at the most. You know what I mean? Instead of, it's like gotta do what you gotta do. You might even like wear like sage spray or like stuff like some type of repellent spray. Okay. Yes, I love it. I don't know why I'm hearing beware of my spirit guys. This is the angels. Yeah, they ain't playing, and you know they're not playing with you. And it's like you're kind of trying to warn other people too. It's like don't I ain't to play with, especially with my type of spiritual team behind me. Beware of that. Now they say beware of a dog. No, don't beware of a dog. That ain't going what's gonna get you. My ancestors gonna get your ass. Beware of that. But this is the energy of like they should be intimidated of me, not the other way around. Whether this is in regards to your enemies, um, an interview, whatever it is, that's the energy that you're now gonna be walking around with, or maybe should be walking around with. They gotta be fearing me. They gotta be intimidating me, not the other way around. Okay, but I don't think I get clear. You have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Pentacles. See, number two again, Page of Swords, Three of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the rest was Oracle. Well, actually, no, Temperance and the Two of Swords again. Interesting, right? Or was that in your other read? We getting a lot of twos again. Yep. It's gonna be a lot of stuff that you know that some people don't know and they don't need to know. If they're not your trusted close friends or people you're willing to share it with, again, they don't need to know. They don't need to know your spiritual practices. They don't need to know where you live. They don't need to know nothing. I mean nothing at all. You're welcome. Thank you. I wish you the best of luck. I'm ready for you to come back and be like, I ain't have to go back. I got this job. This happened. That this blessing happened. That I'm ready. You let me know. You can ask the flowers. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.